Welcome back to another episode of Facial at Home, using your products at home to do a step-by-step facial. Today we're going to be doing a more of a deep cleanse facial, partly because I'm breaking out around my jaw and forehead due to stress and diet. So we are going to try to combat that topically with more of a deep exfoliation and a mask that is meant to purge things and extract things from our skin. So first, always set the mood for your facial at home. Since we can't be at the spa together, we want to have you in a place where you can relax. So today I have my Himalayan salt lamp on, eucalyptus in my diffuser, and a crystal here and a plant. So that always gives me good vibrations and a clean and fresh start for my facial. So we're gonna start off with cleanse. I'm gonna be doing the Melt Away Oil Cleanser. First, it seems kind of counterintuitive for most people that if you're breaking out or you're oily prone or acne prone, to stay away from oils, which is a huge no-no. Awesome oils for your skin that are meant for your skin, such as sunflower and argan and prickly pear. All those oils are really beneficial for our skin and actually help to control our own oil production. So that's why an oil cleanse is actually really good for oily skin or breakout prone skin, because it starts off that balancing of your skin barrier. Cleansers that are too harsh, products in general that are too harsh for the skin or too drying for the skin, have an adverse reaction on our skin because our top layer gets super dry from the topical products that we're using, and then our own body comes in to try to counteract that and produces more oil, and then it gets trapped under the dry skin, and that's when you get those bumps and more like cystic acne, because it has no release of the excess oil. So if you have any questions about that, please reach out to us. We would be happy to talk to you about what oils are good for your skin and what oils may not be the best for your skin. So reach out to us via social media at drskinhealth, or email us drskinhealth@gmail.com. Okay, let's start with the facial now. So you'll notice that this cleanser comes out like a cream, and that's because it has saponified coconut oil in it as well. So it's not just an oil cleanse, it really cleanses it with a slight foaming action as well. So you want to get it all over everywhere on your skin. Include your neck always, especially when we break out around the jaw. Like, you don't want to just stop cleansing there, really get in everywhere. So at this point, the cleanser has turned into an oil, and it is binding with our natural skin oils. And this is where the oils can, or the debris and your oils in your skin can detach and attach to the oil in the oil cleanser. If you're doing this after a day that you've been out all day, if you've been working out or wearing makeup, I suggest doing a double cleanse. Today I'm just doing the oil cleanse. It's safe to use it over your eyes, so if you're wearing makeup, you can gently remove eye makeup with this cleanser too. Always get behind the ears. Okay, now you can't remove an oil cleanser with just water. That'll create buildup over time, so you want to use a cloth. We're using our microfiber towels, which are super soft, and they are about 200 times thinner than human hair, so they really get into every pore of your skin and help to cleanse the skin better. Okay, so we will start with the charcoal. We started the cleanse, now we're gonna get into the treatment part with the charcoal microfoliant. So this cleanser will have, as you can see, it's dark because there's activated charcoal in there. And it has all different kinds of enzymes. I can read you all the ingredients, or you can check out our website for the full ingredient list, but there's lots of fruit enzymes. And there's also perfectly round, tiny little microdermabrasion crystals in here. So when you go for a professional treatment in the spa and they use microdermabrasion, those crystals that we use in the spa are here used in the product at home. So you know you're never going to get any of those tears that you hear about from abrasion, from exfoliators that have too much of a abrasion, because these are professional grade crystals. So you want to get all over everywhere, even your neck. While you're applying this mask, you'll feel the crystals, but you're really going to feel them later on when we physically exfoliate. Right now what we're doing is we're applying this exfoliant like a mask because you want the enzymes to work their magic first before you go in with physically exfoliating your skin. So leave this on your skin for about 5 to 10 minutes or so. You'll know when it's ready, and there's a range for every exfoliation and mask because the product interacts with your skin. So if your skin is oilier, it'll take longer for the product to dry. If your skin is drier, the product will soak in faster. So the right consistency that you want your products, your exfoliants and your masks to be is that it's not too watery that you can still move everything around, and it's not too dry that you just have to get water and wash it all off. You want that perfect tacky consistency. So I'll show you that when I come back. So I noticed in my previous video, I was kind of all over the place in terms of talking about the charcoal microfoliant. I called it a cleanser, an exfoliant, and a mask. So let me clarify a few things. It is not a cleanser. We have a charcoal cleanser, so I just kind of got mixed up in the head. It is an exfoliant slash mask though, so you could use the word interchangeably because you're leaving this on as a mask for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it's an exfoliator because it has enzymes and microderm crystals in it. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing earlier. Anyway, back to the charcoal microfoliant. So this is what I was talking about, the consistency of what it should be on your skin. So the charcoal and the enzymes are absorbed into the skin, and you can still move everything around. And I wish I could explain the sensation of what it feels like when you're moving the exfoliant, because now you can really get into the skin and move around the crystals and get really that physical abrasion happening. So since I'm breaking out more around the jaw, I'm going to be working more around the jaw here and on my forehead. This area and your cheeks are always more sensitive, so you want to be a little more careful around that area. If it gets too dry, like if you forgot how long you had it on, just add some water to your fingertips and it'll moisten up the exfoliant again. It's okay if your skin is tingling, that's what enzymes do. It's okay if your skin gets red because you're really increasing circulation right now. Okay, now that we have the charcoal microfoliant off of our skin, it's time to do our second mask. And this is the mask that I was talking about that is really purging and cleansing, which is our volcanic lava mask. So The volcanic lava mask comes as a powder, as you can see, and you have to mix it yourself at home. So get yourself a little bowl and teaspoon. And the reason why this is a powdered mask and not a ready-made to use mask for your skin is because the volcanic lava, the Rasul clay, is a swelling clay. So if you're going to add any kind of moisture to that mask, it'll have that chemical reaction inside the jar and not on your skin. And if you have it in the jar, it's going to have that chemical reaction and that's it. So you want that reaction on your skin because you want that swelling extraction part to be on your skin as opposed to in the jar. So now we're going to mix it. So take about, I'm going to start with half a teaspoon, put it in my bowl. And since we need a liquid, I'm going to be using our Manuka toner. Manuka toner is based in aloe vera juice and witch hazel. And it also has all these different kinds of extracts to help with antioxidant, help for your skin. And the awesome ingredient, Manuka essential oil, is an antibacterial essential oil. We have it in other masks and in our Manuka treatment oil, which I'll be using later. So Manuka flower is very similar and it's in the same family as the tea tree. And I'm sure everyone has heard of tea tree and how good it is for our skin when it's breaking out. So yes, it is. It's really antibacterial, but it's also really drying for our skin. So we have to be careful of the quantity that's used because you could easily overprocess your skin. Manuka is much more happy and like it makes our skin happier than tea tree does. It's just, it's a better essential oil to use. Okay, so for the mask, I'm gonna keep spraying into the powder until we have a nice creamy consistency. So this is clearly still too dry. You don't want it too watery either because then it'll just be running all over the place. With our products, you can really play around with what works best for you, which means you can add the volcanic lava into another mask. You could add it to your exfoliator, like not the charcoal, but like our enzyme refresher. You could also layer products. Okay, so that's the perfect consistency there. So I'm just gonna use this. Since what's left on the spoon, and apply this all over like we did the exfoliant. So this mask will get super tight on our skin. It'll be hard to tox when I'm removing the mask later, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, it's just a nice creamy consistency. It's spreading nicely without falling all over the place, or it's not running down my face either. Remember I was telling you I was breaking out my jaw, so make sure you get that. Mask smells so earthy and there's like no essential oils in it, so you can just really smell the earth. Which actually, now that I think about it, I'm wearing the perfect shirt today. There's no planet B. We have to take care of our earth, guys. We've been mistreating her for many years. And I really hope that things start changing for the positive soon. But that's a whole nother conversation. All right, so I have it all over my skin. Now this again will range how long you should have it on your skin depending on your current skin condition. So I would say once it's completely dried up, it's not doing anything for your skin anymore, and actually tends to start hurting a little bit because it's extracting too much from your skin. So you want the consistency again to be a little tacky, not super dry, because like I said earlier, it's taking too much out of your skin, and then it'll start hurting. So I'll be back once I'm ready to remove the mask. Okay, it's definitely hard to talk now. So I'm almost there. As you can see, the cheeks still have yet to dry, but everything else is really tight, which I'm loving that this is exactly where I was breaking out in here. So it means it's extracting things out of my skin, which I'm loving. I wanted to also talk about this Volcanic mask as a spot treatment. So if you're mixing the whole entire, the mask for the whole entire face, do it as a treatment once, maybe twice a week, and depending on your concerns. But if you have like pesky little breakouts that you want to spot treat, you can do it more often than that, and you can also do it for longer periods of time. So if I were to do a spot treatment later on, maybe tomorrow or in a couple of days, I would mix a smaller amount and just apply in the areas that I want extra purging to occur. And you can leave it on for up to 30 minutes. You could also leave it on as your last step in your nighttime routine and have it on overnight. It won't have too much purging, or I shouldn't say, it's not going to have the same effect as when you have on the whole face, because you're going to have your oils and serums underneath, so that will help to have that mixture happening and that spot treatment to work faster overnight or however long you want to keep it on for. So this mask will be a little bit different to remove than our other masks or our exfoliators. Remember how we always talk about you want to have that tacky consistency and, you know, start rubbing. You really can't do anything when your skin is this tight with a mask. If you wanted to, you could start massaging here where it's still a little bit wet. But what I like to do is either spray toner to re-moisten the skin, or just tap your hand into some water and tap it on. So I'm going to spray our Manuka toner. Oh, that feels so good. Automatically releases that tension. I can smile again. So now this is where we can start doing that rubbing. I'm gonna do it over my bowl because it's a little messy. If your skin's a little too sensitive for this kind of removal, you can always take your towel and remove it with your towel. Which, for the purposes of the video, since I don't have that much time, I will do the towel. Okay, I have the mask off now. Although this is an amazing mask to help purge and exfoliate your skin and really get those toxins out, your skin's gonna feel really tight and almost like malnourished because everything has been extracted out. So now this is the perfect time to mask with a nourishing mask to follow up. Since I'm experiencing breakouts, like this whole video is about controlling breakouts, I'm going to be using our blue-green algae mask. So algae have a lot of antioxidants in them, and they're really helpful for balancing oil production in your skin. And there's also a little bit of clay in there, but it's not too, I wouldn't consider this a clay mask. I definitely consider this more of an algae mask that's nourishing without drying out the skin. So while I have this mask on, I'm going to talk about some of the benefits of it and read through the ingredients. So like I mentioned, this is an algae mask, so it has Irish moss and spirulina and chlorella. So those are very alkaline ingredients for our skin. Our skin can be acidic, and after just doing so much exfoliation and extraction, you want to bring that balance back to your skin with alkaline ingredients. There's also vegetable glycerin, sesame oil, and hyaluronic acid. So those are very hydrating for our skin. Hyaluronic acid and vegetable glycerin are natural humectants, which means that it brings in moisture and hydration into our skin and locks it in, which is very crucial for just keeping the balance and hydration levels of your skin, especially after we just did such a cleansing mask beforehand. Lucidol is our natural preservative. It's it's an extract from radishes / sauerkraut. It's a kind of fermentation process. There's also neem extract, which is a very antibacterial. I don't know if I've ever smelled neem oil. It's pretty gnarly, but it's an amazing plant to use for acne-prone skin. And then there's essential oils to make this mask smell nice, but also has very beneficial properties as well. So eucalyptus, rosemary, lemon, grapefruit, and manuka. So we've talked about manuka. Eucalyptus and rosemary are also antibacterial, and lemon and grapefruit have vitamin C, and all those ingredients together make this mask the amazing mask that it is, that it hydrates the skin, but it also has antibacterial properties and helps to bring back that balance in your skin from something that's too acidic or too alkaline, and bringing it back together into harmony. So I'm going to massage this mask while I'm talking to you too. So that's another quick tip. If you don't have time for your mask to fully like sit on your skin up to 20 minutes, this is a way to get those ingredients pushed into the skin further and help the increased circulation and stimulation happening, and that also helps with ingredient penetration. So you don't have to necessarily have the mask on for too long, as long as it's dried up a little bit, and then you can do this technique here in circular motions, always lifting up. You never want to massage anything down. Gravity already does that for us, so we want to combat that. Don't forget this area. A lot of people miss this area when they're putting on their masks. Oh, you can have a lot of congestion there. Get as closest to the lip as you can. If you've had facials and they do extractions, these extractions around your lips is the worst. It's such a sensitive area that you want to make sure that you're bringing all your products as close, if not on the lip, depending on what product it is, because you want to minimize those blackheads and whiteheads around your lips. I know I try to, because I think those are the worst. Okay, I'm gonna take this mask off and be back for our final products. Oh my gosh, my skin feels like night and day before and after doing that blue-green algae mask from the Volcanic. Feels nourished and hydrated. So now we're gonna finish with our finishing products. So you always want to tone your skin after cleansing, exfoliation, masking, whatever you're doing. Toners traditionally have been more alcohol based and more astringent, but especially in our line, we call them toners / mists, because you don't need a cotton ball to like apply it on your skin. It's all of our toners, even the most astringent one, which is the Manuka toner, has aloe in it as the base, so it's always going to be hydrating for the skin. So it's more of bringing pH balance back to your skin, as opposed to exfoliating more or having a more alcohol, situation. So none of our toners have alcohol because it's just too harsh for the skin. So you can apply our toners two ways. One is just spritzing it onto the skin like this. Don't worry about your eyes. Obviously close your eyes, but nothing's gonna burn your eyes or anything like that. The other option is to spray it into your hand and tap it in. Hydra Nourishing Gel. If you're one of our clients, you know how amazing this product is. It's our #1 like bestseller product for all skin types. I mean, there is not one person that I have encountered that has not fallen in love with the Hydra Nourishing Gel. It's just the most like optimal product for all skin types. It instantly boosts hydration. If your skin's on the oilier side, it can act as your moisturizer. If it's on the drier side, it'll be your step in between toner and serum, like I am using it right now, because aloe can penetrate our skin 7 layers deep as opposed to water, where it can only penetrate about 1 to 2 layers, which you'll notice none of our products have water as an ingredient, and definitely not as the first ingredient like most skincare products are, because honestly, then you're just paying for water and a lot of preservatives to preserve that water. Water molds and gets, you know, gross really quickly if it's stagnant. So you need a preservative strong enough to preserve that water. So all of our products are either based in hyaluronic acid, which is a combination of water and the sodium hyaluronate, but as an ingredient together, it's not like a water ingredient, it's stable on its own. So we have oils, we have aloe vera, we have algae, all different kinds of ingredients, just not water. It's not worth it. So we're gonna spray, or not spray, pump out about, say this much. You want it to be enough to cover your whole entire face. If it's too little, it's not gonna spread nicely, and if it's too much, I mean, no one really uses too much of any product. If anything, you'll just have more hydration. So apply that all over, and it smells amazing, very earthy. What I meant by you can use as a moisturizer is because it has tomato seed oil, and that has enough moisture for it just to be done right there and then. Vitamin C serum with turmeric, again, a very popular product. Vitamin C is just overall amazing for your skin, all different kinds of skin types as well. It helps with antioxidant protection for your skin. It helps with hyperpigmentation. The turmeric inside of our vitamin C is to reduce any kind of inflammation that you're experiencing. It doesn't have to be like red, bumpy inflammation. We all experience inflammation. Let's be honest, we live in the city. There's pollution and things like that we need to have controlled and protected for our skin. I just realized I have some mask there. Also, our vitamin C is very stable because it's encapsulated in a liposome, which means that the vitamin C is inside of a lipid, an oil, and so it only gets released into our skin because our skin has oils in it. So it's not going to oxidize in the bottle. It's a very safe way to use vitamin C. So I say about 2 pumps or so. Also, the turmeric won't stain your clothes or your pillowcase or anything like that. It's liquid extract, not a powder. There's a huge difference. It gives the vitamin C a nice yellow pigment, but it does not transfer. I'll massage that in everywhere. Oh, it feels so good. And the next product will be our Manuka Treatment Oil. This is argan oil base, and it has neem, turmeric extracts as well. So this again is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and the perfect oil to use if you're oil prone, like oily skin, acne prone. because again, it'll balance that oil production because of the argan oil, and neem and turmeric will help to reduce inflammation. And then essential oils of manuka, grapefruit, eucalyptus, rosemary, and lemon. Sound familiar? It's very similar to the blue-green algae musk. So I'm going to do about 3 pumps of this oil. Smells good. I'll massage it all over the skin. We've done, I can't even think, I'm already like zenned out with the massage. We've done massage technique videos in the past, so if you're looking for massage techniques, please look at the other videos we have. Right now I'm just going to massage this as just a moisturizer. And our very last step will be the Ultra Repair Lip Cream. Amazing, amazing, amazing product. I use this in the morning and at night. Because it's in a jar, I don't like to carry it around with me because it gets too messy. So we just scrape a little bit, like this much, on our nail and apply it. Ah, so good. Now you have kissable lips. Anyway, so that was our deep cleanse step-by-step facial. If you're breaking out, or if you're acne prone in general, or you're just experiencing a few breakouts, this is the perfect treatment to combat that. And I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and let us know what else you'd like to see from us, and we'll be sure to create something for you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.